2 is a public service of the Fruitport High School media production class, the Tri-City Mariners, and this cable company. Tri-City Mariners, part of the MCFL. Tonight, the Mariners take on the Lansing Crusaders. Let's join your game announcer, Shane Brown, with his guest color commentator, Klaus Helpers.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's game. I'm your announcer, Shane Brown. I'm Klaus Helpers. And we're at Buccaneer Stadium in Grand Haven, where the Tri-City Mariners are hosting the Lansing Crusaders.
Shane, the last time these two teams met, it was an exhibition game over in Spring Lake, and in that game, Lansing jumped out to a big lead, and then the Mariners fought their way back, moved to within 2 points, only to see Lansing, as a result of a couple of Mariner mistakes, win it going away. And Lansing is definitely the cream of the crop of the Michigan Charity Football League. And
well, we're about ready to get underway here at Buccaneer Stadium in Grand Haven, and the Lansing Crusaders will receive, and Tri-City will kick off.
Again, it will be Tri-City kicking from left to right, and obviously Lansing moving right to left. Beautiful evening here in Grand Haven. Temperature still in the 70s, sun shining bright, and a nice crowd moving into the area. Ball's been spotted on about the 40-yard line. There's the whistle, and we're just about ready to get underway.
And kick will be taken by Dan Smith, number 7 of the Crusaders. And he is brought down. First man in there was number 41 of the Mariners. That's Chris Larman.
Smith, the ball carrier, running the ball back to the 27-yard line.
And the Crusaders will have a first down and 10, resting at the 27. Kubiak goes back to pass, fires, and it's incomplete. Pass intended for number 87, Kevin Humes.
Intended for Humes.
Coverage on that play was number 8, Mike George of Tri-City.
Kubiak came out with a hook pattern to their left side. He threw it a little short. Part of that was due to the fact that the Mariners did apply some good pressure there on that initial series.
Kubiak hands off to number 33. Breaks 2 tackles, 3 tackles, and finally gets through close to the first down.
Archie Floyd, the ball carrier.
The signal is a first down for the Lansing Crusaders.
Jeff Lepersky making the initial hit on that play.
That looked a little short originally, Shane, but I think it was that second and third effort on the ball carrier's part that got the first down.
Well, he really flew
Ball
up
on
there
the
that last
38-yard line.
try
First
he
and
had,
10 Crusaders.
and that's what got it for him. Kubiak dropping back, gets it off, and it's completed to number 1 and number 23 in there.
Complete to Bozo.
Mark Bozo on the reception. Number 23 of the Mariners,
Tom Kramer
made the tackle.
Ball is now on the 45-yard line. Where it'll be second.
I don't know whether that's any kind of a pattern we can watch for, but again on first down it was Kubiak going to the air.
Last time, or maybe it was last week, who they were playing, I do believe Kubiak started out with a lot of running plays. I wasn't there, but I had heard talk about it.
Kubiak, of course, as we mentioned, throwing very, very well here in the early stages of the season, and they had a big victory over the Oceanic Cowboys, a very convincing.
He spins off a couple of Mariners and picks up the first down.
Floyd, the ball carrier.
So that'll be the second first down on this drive that started on the 37.
Started on the 27.
27, check that.
46-yard line where it's 1st and 10. Crusaders.
The Crusaders have had a lot of luck thus far getting right up the middle on the Mariners, which no team has done this season to them. And they're just running right up there, no problems. Kubiak bat pass, and it's tipped but completed to number 7.
Kubiak's pass complete to Smith.
Smith is brought down after he picks up the first down.
Yep.
Pass was tipped by a Mariner. There's a man down on the field. That's number 99, Kenny Bell of Tri-City.
Mike George making the initial hit. Ball is being placed down on the 30-yard line. It is a first down for the Crusaders. Official timeout on the field. Ball on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10, Crusaders.
Ball resting at the 30-yard line. First down and 10 for the Lansing Crusaders.
This would be a big lift if Lansing can punch it in here early in the game, obviously.
A suitable Floyd to call it 2 yards. Second down and 8.
Ball is now on the 28. It will be 2nd and 8.
We have 9:18 left to go in the first quarter. Score is 0-0 at Buccaneer Stadium in Grand Haven. Kubiak drops back, plenty of time, gets it off, and it's going to be completed. Touchdown, Lansing. Pass was completed to number 87, Kevin Hume.
Touchdown, Crusaders.
So on the initial drive, the Lansing Crusaders go in for the score. They got 6 on the board, and they're coming out for the point after attempt.
73 yards in, I believe, 8 plays. And Shane, if we look back, I think we'd probably see that might have been the same pattern that Kubiak tried to throw initially, except it came up a little short this time. I'm sure number 87 told him in the huddle that, hey, I was open on that one. Let's try it again. And they did, and it's 6 points.
I was watching the kicker
in the lineup for the Crusaders for the point after
practice before the game, and Kirchmer can really put the ball up. So I think if they get in any kind of trouble with a 4th down situation, they could go for some field goals here.
Kirchner's drive for the extra point, no good, and the score remains.
Score stands at 6-0 in favor of the Crusaders. Well, I think Floyd's going to make his adjustments, and the Mariners are a tough team, and in the second half, they're really hard to beat. And that extra point right there that the Crusaders just missed could come back to haunt them.
Good point.
And we have Skelton deep for the Mariners.
I think the Mariners are looking to get some good field position and get possession of that football and see what they can do with it.
Yeah, well, their first drive, we've seen what we're going to see right now of the Lansing Crusaders, and they're coming down and driving hard and using their running and passing, and they're doing a darn good job of it. And now we're going to see what the Tri-City Mariners can do. By Lepersky. Breaks up the middle, and
Lepersky running the ball back to the 25-yard line where it'll be Mariners ball.
Was made by Fernando Zaldivar, number 32 of the Lansing Crusaders. It'll be first down and 10 from about the 28-yard line for the Mariners.
I have to be looking over your shoulder, and I noticed that Floyd from Lansing is a graduate of Muskegon Heights that went to Ferris State. He's playing for Lansing against the Tri-City Mariners.
There we go. That's a combination for you. We got Regal and Albright as wide receivers.
Sable in at quarterback for the Mariners.
There we go. There's our quarterback, number 6, Mark Sable. Or Brian Sable, excuse me. First play is a pass, and it's going to be completed. Albright. And he's going to be brought down by number 40, 40. That's Mike Fitzpatrick.
Complete to Tim Albright.
Well, Shane, I think that just shows you that Coach Floyd Fonte is not going to be bashful tonight. First play, they put it up, a big gain to Albright, and Tri-City's knocking on the door.
I think Fonte wants to show the coach of the Crusaders that, hey, we can pass too, and we're going to do it. Right now we have a man down on the field for Lansing. I didn't catch his number yet. He's laying down on his back again.
Defensive back out of East Lansing. He's getting up now, and looks like he's going to walk off on his own power. He may even stay in the lineup.
He takes off his helmet. I think he's going to go down and collect his senses after tangling with Albright.
Tim, of course, played his high school football right here in Grand Haven, was a very popular player in high school, and a tremendous performer in the Lake Michigan Athletic Conference when it was then that conference.
Yeah, Troy Miskell and Mike Skelton in the backfield with Regal and Albright are the wide receivers. Sabo at the helm. Handoff goes to Miskell. He tries to, and he stumbled there. He could have picked up some real good yardage around the end, but he stumbled.
Troy Miskell, the ball carrier.
And he ends up picking up 5 yards anyway. Picked up some good yardage.
Yeah, they tried to sweep out to the left, and just as he took possession of the ball, he kind of stumbled. He tried to regain his balance, but once a player is stumbling like that, he's easy to knock off his feet, and that went for 5, and it probably could have gone for maybe 25.
Yeah, he had that whole end that he could have came around, but just could not get back to his feet. I think he only picked up 3 yards. His knee must have touched down before we noticed. Oh, 2nd down and 7. Sable goes back to pass. He has time, but now number 72 is coming in. He escapes one. Number 88 just misses him, and he nice running by Brian Sable.
Running her down to the 20-yard line.
Sort of looked like Francis Tarkington on that one as he scrambled away from trouble and did a nice job picking up yardage, too. He might have picked up the first down.
That's good. It looks like he did.
And it's first down Mariners. Ball on the 20.
Paul Binkowski was the one that forced him out of bounds. The initial pressure was coming in by number 72, Lem Franks. He's a 6'5", 265-pounder. He's one person that I don't believe Sable wants to get crushed by.
Explains why he was running as hard as he was.
Yeah. And of course,
the ball carrier. Picking up 5 yards for the Mariners. Ball now on the 15-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter into the middle of that line, and Lansing was definitely ready for it. But that's the first time we've really seen the defensive team of Lansing come to the occasion.
Ball on the 15, 2nd and 5, Mariners.
It'll be 2nd down and 5 for Tri-City. Looks like Brian Haycoop and Larry Regal are the wide receivers. Albright on the sideline. And
ball carrier, but we do have flags on the play. 5-yard penalty.
Offside is the call.
Assessed against the Crusaders for encroachment of the neutral zone or offside.
It'll be 2nd down and
The ball is
half
moved
a
down
yard.
to the 10-yard line where it'll be 2nd and 1.
Drive started on the 28.
Albright's back in that receiver. And he's brought down 72. That's Lem Franks.
Lem Franks making the stop for the Crusaders.
And
it's another Mariner first down.
And it's 1st down and goal to go for the Mariners.
Ball on the 9. 1st and goal.
Enough in there?
Mariners have gone 63 yards thus far. And they're on the 9-yard line. And off goes Skelton. And
held the ball carrier.
Feet are taken right out from underneath him.
Back draw.
Looked like
Making the
Sabo
stop.
tried to counter. He faked right and Skelton went back left, but Lansing wasn't fooled.
Ball
Not
is
at
now
all.
on the 10, second and 10.
So the Mariners lose about a yard on that. And a second down and go. Flags are on the play.
Flag on the play.
That's the kind of penalties that make coaches gain a lot of gray hair, I'll tell you. You're moving the ball really well, and you take a little bit too much time and cost you 5 yards.
Delay of game is the call. 5-yard penalty, and the Mariners are backed up to the 15. I'm wondering if they're going to try a pass play here. They haven't had a whole lot of luck with the run. And there goes Sable back fast. Pressure's coming in from the flying side. He gets out of it, and Moore's coming in. He's going to have to run. He picks up about 3 yards of that.
Sable, the ball carrier on a quarterback keeper.
Pressure's really getting in there. He doesn't have a whole lot of time to. In fact, he doesn't have any time to set up now. Last week he had plenty of time, and the Mariners
Ball is
blanked the
being
tip
placed down on the
Lumberjack
14-yard
49
line.
They're having a few problems
Third
tonight.
down.
Well, ever since that big play to Albright, they've been applying a lot of pressure on Sabo, making sure that he doesn't have time to drop back into that pocket and pick out his receiver. And in that case, Albright was double-teamed in the end zone, and as a result, Sabo had to keep the football.
Sable's going back fast again. He has time. He gets it off, and it's going to be incomplete.
Sable's pass, intended for Regal, ruled incomplete.
Yeah, you armchair quarterbacks, what do you do now?
To the 14-yard line, where it'll be fourth down.
It'll be fourth down, and it looks like they're going to bring Suchucky out. They're going to try for the 3 points.
What kind of success have the Mariners had with the field goal this year?
Suchucky now in the lineup.
They've only tried a couple, but I don't think they've missed any. You know,
Suchucky will drive for a field goal. Jalovac to hold.
This would be a big 3 points if they get it.
Without that extra point, check this out first. And it's good. And the Mariners go 3 points on the board. 6-3 in favor of the Lansing Crusaders.
6.
Suchucky set the kick. It's a pretty nice kick taken by number 7, that's Smith of the Crusaders, and he's running up the middle. And he breaks open.
Runs the ball out to
and
the
is brought down
42-yard
by
line.
the kicker, Suchucky.
Suchucky with a touchdown-saving tackle, in my opinion. If Suchucky wouldn't have made that tackle, I think Smith would have been off to the races.
Yeah, I don't think there was
making
one
the stop.
Mariner in the area, but he wasn't fast enough to catch Smith.
Ball on the 42, first and 10, Crusaders.
So the Crusaders start out with excellent field position. The first down and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Yeah, 4:13 left to go in the first quarter. And Kubiak's back to pass. He completes it to number 9.
Kubiak's pass.
Lefersky is the first man.
Goes to McCardle.
Scuffled on the field. Flags go down.
We have flags on the play.
I think McCardle might have felt that there was an unnecessary hit. He was already down. A Mariner hit him after he'd been hit initially, and the tempers flared.
I don't know really if that was it. I think maybe it was another Crusader that maybe felt that way, because Lefersky came in and hit him, didn't wrap his arms around him, and he come back. Now McCardle came back, excuse me, came back and then was tackled, and maybe another Crusader felt that was on
Yard
There's a big
penalty
15-yard walk-off against the Mariners, and that puts the Crusaders in excellent position inside the 30.
26-yard line where it's first and 10, Crusaders.
Kubiak goes back to pass his time, gets it off, and it's completed to Smith, and he's going to be in for the
Kubiak's pass
score.
complete to Smith.
And number 25,
And
Tim
it's
Lefersky in the
touchdown.
coverage, but it's too late. And after a big
Crusaders.
15-yard penalty, the
Score
Crusaders
now,
go in for the
Crusaders
score.
12.
That's the
Mariners
second touchdown pass of the evening for Kubiak, and first he threw onto the left to Humes, and on that instance he went to the right to Smith, and a young man who's shown me a lot here this evening.
Kirchmer in the lineup for the Crusaders. Will try for the point
He
after.
seems to have some speed on him. You know, barreling up the middle like that, not a Mariner touching him until he gets almost to the break point.
We have flags on the play.
Looks like this time we might have a too much time against Lansing.
Could be. Number 99, Kenny Bell, was down there expressing a little excitement.
5-yard penalty being assessed against the Crusaders for illegal procedure.
So that puts the extra point 5 yards further back. And again, it looks like he missed it.
Kirchner's
To
side.
the left side.
Okay. And the
He's
score
got a
remains
strong foot, but he
Crusaders
tends to
12,
hook it to the left
Mariners
side. In both
3.
cases, that's happened.
Well, that time it looked like he kicked it on the side of the ball the way that thing shot out to the left side of the goalpost. He was
And now
kicking
the
rather well
Crusaders
during
will kick off, and
practice
the
before the
Mariners
game.
will receive.
Well, maybe because no pressure. Kirchmer set to kick for the Crusaders. Nice kick. Taken by Jeff Lefersky. Breaks one tackle and is hit hard at the 15-yard
Lefersky
line.
running the ball back to the
Number
15-yard line.
27. That is John Bruno, I do believe.
Where it'll be first and 10.
Defensive back. He's a 5'11", 180-pounder from Howe Military and Northwood Institute.
Excellent kick coverage that time by Lansing. The Mariners will start from their own 15. First drive started, of course, from their 28.
Mariners have not had the luxury of field position thus far in the game. Really, the Crusaders have had two possessions, one at the 27, which is that's okay field position, and then one excellent field position last time. It was at the 42-yard line.
And Sabo still in there at quarterback.
Misko took
the ball carrier.
cut down quick.
Bancroft
Maybe lost
making
a
the tackle.
yard, and he did. Second down and 11. Kokoma is coming in for Misko.
Ball is now on the 13-yard line. It'll be second and 12 for
Cleveland
the
came in
Mariners.
for Mike Hornack for the front line. Regal and Albright are the receivers. Kokoma and Skelton are the backs. Handoff both. Oh, yeah, almost deceived me there, but it was Skelton that took the.
Skelton, the ball carrier.
Case of Brian Sabo faking out the announcers on that one. It looked like he was dropping
Jody
back
Davis
to throw, but
making
apparently
this
he'd already handed it off as he dropped back.
Oh.
Excellent fake by Sabo, but obviously didn't fool Lansing.
Nope, not at all.
Ball on the 13, third and 12.
They're down in 12, and I think Sabo just might hook up with Albright this time.
Well, you got to be careful here. An interception could be disaster.
Handoff goes to Misko.
Misko, the ball carrier.
And he picks up maybe 4 yards.
So he might have gotten back to about the line of scrimmage, which was the 15, which means, of course, that Tri-City will have to punt, and they better hope for a really good kick.
Costello making the stop.
Very much so. It's 4th down and 9, and
ball is now on the 15-yard line. We're at the 4th and 10 for the Mariners.
Well, it looks like number 33, Archie Floyd, and number 87, Kevin Humes, are back to receive the punt from the Mariners.
About a minute and a half left in the first quarter.
Albright in the lineup. Albright in punt formation. Floyd deep for the Crusaders.
Albright. Kick goes to number 33, Floyd, and Zudo misses.
Floyd ran the ball back to the 50-yard line.
Number 62.
Where Randy Poole and Blankenberg.
Kevin Hornack.
And we have a flag on the 25-yard line.
For the Mariners. Randy Cole also in there. Got a hand on the ankle, but Hornack was the main player in that tackle.
And a flag thrown, and apparently it is against Lansing because they are talking to the Tri-City captain. I think Lansing's going to maintain possession, but it'll be a little further back.
15-yard penalty being assessed against the Crusaders for personal foul.
Personal foul, 15-yard penalty, and they will
puts
start
the ball on the 35-yard line. We're lead 1st and 10 Mariners.
56 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 12-3 is the score in favor of Lansing. Number 10, Gary Reams is in there. He's the 3rd-string quarterback. He's in there playing safety.
Ball on the 35, 1st and 25.
Kubiak drops back to pass. And he gets it off, and it's incomplete. Pass intended for number 9.
Kubiak's pass intended for McCardle ruled incomplete.
McCardle.
That's probably only the second poorly thrown ball I've seen tonight from Kubiak. He's got a very good arm, and he's had lots of time to throw this evening.
Well, that's only been 2 that he's missed.
Ball on the 35. 2nd and 25.
Kubiak drops back to pass again. He has time. Gets it off, and pass is incomplete. Almost picked off by number 10, Gary Reams.
For Humes ruled incomplete.
Humes was really sprinting down the sidelines trying to catch up with that one.
Gary Reams breaking that pass play up.
But Reams had a hand out.
Ball goes back to the 35-yard line.
It looked like he ran a stop and go. He came out to the right, ran down the sidelines, hesitated for a moment, and then turned on the afterburners, and Kubiak almost hit him with it.
Officials are directing the Mariner team to step back from the sidelines so they can see if he steps out of bounds. Flag on the play. Pass was completed to number 9. That's McCardle. He faked out a few Mariners and then was brought down by
complete to McCardle, but we do have a flag on the play.
4-yard line.
McCardle is tackled on the 4-yard line.
About the 47-yard line.
Preliminary indication is that it is against the Mariners, so I'm sure Lansing will decline that, which they have.
Defensive pass interference.
I noticed Dave Clark fell down, but I didn't see what exactly happened.
Decline.
Well, he might have gotten mixed up with McCardle, the receiver, initially, and the referee apparently saw it. Might have had a hand on him before the ball got there, possibly.
Well, there's only 29 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and the ball's resting at about the 4-yard line. Kubiak back to pass. Pressure came in, and it's
Kuliak's pass
like it's picked up.
intercepted in the end zone.
The number 23 of the Mariners, Tom Kramer, steps in front of the receiver and picks it up and saves the Mariners a great deal of pain.
That is a big defensive play by Kramer. He stepped in front of the receiver and hauled it in for the interception. That stops the Lansing drive, and obviously it gives your offense all sorts of momentum coming back onto the field, even though we only have a few seconds left in the first quarter.
Well, they'll change sides of the field, and you never know. The Mariners just might stomp right down on these Crusaders and score a touchdown and put themselves back in it.
Well, that's certainly what Coach Floyd Fonte is hoping for at this point. They trail 12-3.
Still at the helm. Flags on the play. He has time. Pressure's coming in now. He can't find a receiver. Pass is completed.
Sable's pass complete.
There are flags on the play.
To Kokomo, but we do have a flag on the play.
Took the ball.
And it looks like Sable's down.
That could mean trouble.
Give credit to number 68 of the Mariners for a minute. He threw a big block, allowing Sable to get off that pass.
That's Bill Corning, and he did. He blocked off 2 men with 1 shot. I don't know these Mariner players all that well, but Bill Corning, I do happen to know him. He doesn't live that far from me, and he's a really nice guy. Big though, man. I would hate to be hit by him.
A lot of former Fruitport Trojans are members of this Mariners team.
Yeah, quite a bit of them are. We got a few from in the Grand Haven area. Grand Haven and Fruitport, I do believe, are the most prominent in this Mariner team. And Jelovic's coming in. Sabo takes a few plays to rest.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Floyd Fonte is going to take any chances here. Even if he was only stunned for a minute, he's going to give Sabo a little bit of rest and give Jelovic a chance to see what he can do.
First quarter.
The penalty was illegal motion against the Mariners. That's 5 yards. And that's the end of the first quarter. 12-3 is our score. And we're at Buccaneer Stadium in Grand Haven, where the Mariners are hosting the Crusaders.
Kellops, Danielle Boucher, Kelly Wade, and Janie Brown. Take them out, girls.
Jelovic takes over for the injured Sabo.
Ball on the 20, first and 15 Mariners.
Larry Regal in motion. Jelovic, his first play is a pass, and comes over the middle.
Jelovic
Ball break. Pass incomplete.
Ruled incomplete.
Pass coverage was number 8, Kirk Lavengood, and Joe Costello.
Ball goes back to the 15-yard line.
Mark Jelovic's a young man who had a very successful career at Orchard View High School. He's a bit taller than Brian Sabo, so obviously he can see the field a little better, and he gives you a little bit of a different dimension than what Sabo has as far as the signal caller is concerned. But they complement each other nicely, and then of course you've got Reams too.
Yeah, Reams, I do believe 6'4". Yeah, 200-pounder out of Fruitport. Jelovic bats pass again. Gets some time rolling out. And it's incomplete.
Jelovic's pass
to number 12, Suchecki.
Intended for Suchecki, ruled incomplete.
So the Orchard View Fruitport connection misses in that occasion, but I think Jelovic underthrew him just a little bit.
Oh, he didn't have a chance to warm up, really. You had to give him some time, and we'll get into it. 3rd down and 15 for the Mariners, as number 29, Misko, comes out of the game.
a case again where Suchecki might have gone back to the huddle and said, Mark, I was open on that pattern. Let's hit him with it again. And they came right back with it.
Well, they picked up the first down, key first down on 3rd down and 15.
Ball on the 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
Ball resting at about the 33-yard line. Misko and Skelton on the backs. Hand off both to Skelton. He's cutting back, twisting.
The ball carrier.
About 9 yards. First real good pickup that Skelton has had.
Nice effort on his part.
Yeah, he was brought down by Monty Griffin, number 21 of Lansing.
First down, Mariners.
There goes number 68 out of the game. Coming in for him was number 54 of the Mariners, Mike Cornick. But number 68, that's Bill Corning, the one we had talked about, made the key block and gave Sabo time to hook up on a pass play. Pressure's coming in, and
Jelovic's pass intended for Albright, ruled incomplete.
his intentions were to hit.
Ball goes back to the 43-yard line, or the 2nd and 10, Mariners.
I think he faked to one of his running backs. I didn't catch the number for sure, but it was a beautiful fake because he really carried it out beautifully. And then Jelovac, of course, dropped back and tried to hit Albright. Threw it a little bit long. Tim's got some great speed down the sidelines, but couldn't quite catch up to it.
The pressure was really coming in, and I think he saw it, and he got rid of it. Sabo was in as a wide receiver, and number 81, Brian Haycoop, is also out there. Jelovac back pass. Gets it off to Skelton.
Jelovac's pass complete to Skelton.
It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Harris making the stop.
Now, in that case, you can sometimes use Sabo, who's a quarterback, as a decoy to set up something like what was just completed. Or in another case, you might be looking for an obvious receiver, and Sabo would be the man that you're throwing to. So it gives you a lot of diversity in that play.
Well, I've seen Sabo play wide receiver before, and he can't catch the ball. Pitch goes number 20, Tony Carter, I think that's number 20. I don't seem to have him down on my roster.
Terry Corbin's the ball carrier that time for the Mariners.
That's the first
Ball
down.
is placed down on the 47-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 Mariners.
Sabo and Albright are the wide receivers.
I don't know what I
The reverse, and Sabo is going to be the quarterback. He passes, and it's going to be completed. Number 84, Tim Albright.
Complete on the...
No, he dropped the pass. Incomplete. He had his back to us. I thought he caught it.
I thought he did too, a red play, but then all of a sudden I saw the football land there, and I thought, no, he didn't catch it. But it was a beautiful play.
Very nice. Very nicely done.
We can't show you that one on the instant replay, folks, but that was one to watch.
And Jelovac going back to pass again. And it's going to be picked off by number 15. And he's got Mariners all over him.
Jelovac's pass intercepted by Arriaga.
Joe Arriaga.
Some tough names here on this Lansing roster. Arriaga, I believe is the way he pronounces it, from Lansing Sexton High School. 6'2", 295-pound defensive back. Nice play on his part. Good concentration.
Used one of those tip finger drills that you practice so much. There have been 2 turnovers in the game so far, both interceptions and one by each team. Handoff goes to number 34. He's coming around the near side and ran out of bounds by Kenny Bell and number 23 of the Mariners, Tom Kramer.
Eric Jackson, the ball carrier.
Jackson put on some good moves to pick up the yardage.
Ball is being placed down on the 34-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 3.
Picked up 7 yards coming across this near side. 2nd down and 3 for Lansing. Smith and Humes are the wide receivers. There's a fumble on the play.
Fumble on the play.
And the Mariners recover, according to Kenny Bell.
Mariners recover.
And now official number 43 of the Mariners. That's Mike Schroeder recovering that fumble.
Recovering that Crusader fumble.
Well, that's a big break for Tri-City. They, of course, trail in the ball game 12-3. And now they've got the ball deep in Lansing territory and a chance to pull this game closer.
1st and 10, Mariners.
7 points would really help them out here. Put them within 2 points.
And they may even go with the 2-point conversion if they get the touchdown, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
And Regal in motion. Handoff goes to Skelton. Breaks up the middle.
Skelton, the ball carrier.
Nice bit of running and brought down by...
Carried down to the 19-yard line.
Looks like number 72 in there. And number 8. Number 72 is Lem Franks. And 8
First down, Mariners.
Levingood. Mariners pick up a first down on that play.
There's some big boys on that Lansing team. A lot of beef out there.
You got Lem Franks. He's 265 pounds. One big boy. Jelinek hands off to Tony Carter. Flags are on the play. Penalty
Flag on the play.
against the Mariners. Or excuse me, against the Crusaders.
Corbins was the ball carrier.
I think that's going to go against number 0. That's Joe Costello. Some unnecessary interaction with his opponent there after the whistle had already blown. That's going to cost Lansing.
Check on who 20 is.
We have a timeout, Crusaders. We do have a flag on the last play.
8 minutes left in the second quarter of play. The Mariners trailing 12-3.
Personal foul against the Crusaders. Puts the ball on the 9-yard line. Timeout, Crusaders.
So a big penalty in that case. That will set Tri-City up inside the 10. As you just heard from the public address announcer, the 9-yard line. And we've come up with our mystery player, huh?
Yep, number 20 is Terry Cowens. He was number 35, and he got the change to number 20. We have been announcing him as Troy Carter, but it is Terry Cowens.
Okay. So let's see if Tri-City can capitalize on this big break. Probably the biggest break for them so far in the football game. If you're just joining us, Lansing jumped out in front on a pass play to Humes.
Ball on the 9.
And missed the point after touchdown. Tri-City came back with a nice drive, had to settle for a 3-pointer. Then Lansing came back with a pass again from Kubiak. This time to Smith. And that's where we stand right now, 12-3. Jelinek rolling, being chased.
It's going to be called in the grasp.
Whistle on the play.
Sack will be accredited to number 54. That's Thomas
Ball placed
Harris.
down on the 19-yard line.
I think as you talk to quarterbacks around the NFL and football in general, they'll tell you that that's a pretty good rule. A lot of the linemen don't like it, but it has cut down a lot on the injuries that quarterbacks used to suffer on plays like that, because they used to bulldog them to the turf and wrestle them around, and that's a good way to get a neck yanked out of joint or a shoulder or an arm, and it's saved a wear and tear on quarterbacks. The AstroTurf is hard enough.
Well, you got a second down and goal. They got 20 yards to get there. Jelivet bats pass. And he gets it off, and there's nobody there.
Jelevic's pass.
Might have been a mix-up, Shane, on that particular play. The receivers were standing out at about the 5-yard line, and they never moved. They never cut toward the end zone.
Back to the 19-yard line.
Regal was heading that way, and then cut across the field, and it looked like it was just unintentional.
Our man, Mr. Collins, has come out of the ball game now, so we don't have to worry about him.
Jelivet bat to pass. Busher coming in. He dumps it off to Skelton. Whoa, he's tangled down by
pass complete to Skelton.
Harris.
Harris making the stop.
Jelivet looked like he was trying to throw a screen to the right, but it never quite fully developed, and by the time his receiver got his direction, there were 3 or 4 maroon jerseys up on top of him.
Well, now they have a 4th down, and they're at the 24-yard line.
Suchecki in the lineup for a try for a field goal. Jelivet to hold.
Now remember, they were on the Lansing 9, so the defense of the Crusaders has to be given some credit here, holding them back.
This will be a 40-yard kick, and he's going to be short. No good.
Underneath the crossbar. The fans thought it was over, but it was underneath.
And it's no good.
So I believe Lansing will take over on their own 20.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
24-yard line. Well, I missed it by 4.
Yeah.
Well, it started out like it was going to be a high-scoring game, but it's been a defensive struggle ever since the scoring took place.
Yeah, they haven't punched it in the end zone. A few turnovers here and a few turnovers there. And they haven't scored since the first quarter. And we have 6:43 left to go in the first half. 12-3 is the score. Crusaders lead it. Pressure coming in, 99, Kenny Bell. Taking down number 34, Jackson, in the backfield. That's the first loss I think that the Crusaders have had.
Bell with a nice effort on that play. He read it all the way and just penetrated through there beautifully. Reminded me of, the fans can remember, many, many years ago for the Detroit Lions, a guy by the name of Joe Schmidt, who used to do that so well. And, of course, for the Chicago Bears, Dick Butkus.
And Kubiak going back to pass. Flags are on the play. He has plenty of time, and it's incomplete. Pass intended for number 9.
Pass intended for McCardle. Rule is complete. We have a flag on the play.
Number 10, Gary Reams. Looks like it's going to be against the Mariners.
Yeah, they are talking to the Lansing captain, which I believe is Smith. No, it's not Smith. It's somebody else. Let's see if we can get that number for you. It's like Kubiak. It's talking to Kubiak. I think Kubiak is asking for his options now. What happens if I take the penalty? What happens if I don't take the penalty, you know?
Against the Crusaders, declined by the Mariners.
See?
I don't understand. Oh, maybe it was Kubiak fighting his point. You know?
It could be. It could be that he was arguing the point that, hey, it wasn't my man that was doing it. It was the other guy that was doing it.
Ball on the 20.
But it was in that case against Lansing, and they the Mariners declined it.
Crusaders.
That keeps the down box moving. Obviously, that's the theory behind that.
You notice we've been calling off number 99, Kenny Bell, an awful lot tonight.
Yeah, he's been in on a lot of tackles.
He's 5'10" and 205 pounds from Muskegon Heights. He is fast. He can come in there and really mess you up. Pass is incomplete.
Kubiak's pass intended for McCardle. Ruled incomplete.
It'll be 4th down and 14.
Breaking up that pass play.
And this will be the first punt that the Crusaders have had to give to the Mariners.
Yeah, after Tri-City moved to the Lansing 9 and couldn't punch it in, had to settle for a field goal try, which was no good. Lansing obviously came back with the idea that they were going to move up the field, and the Tri-City Mariner defense stiffened, and now we're going to force Lansing to punch. So let's see what happens here as far as the exchange of field position is concerned.
Now we got Skelton standing back at about the 33-yard line. 30,
for the Crusaders.
And number 19, Regal, standing at midfield. Kirchmer is going to be punting. He gets a nice high punt. It takes a Crusader bounce, and we'll be down at the 40-yard line.
Ball is down on the 40-yard line where it's first and 10.
That's the best
Mariners.
Not the best, after the Mariners have recovered a fumble earlier. But other than that, it's the best field position they've had today.
Yeah, the Mariners will be just shy of midfield, about 10, 12, maybe 15 yards shy of midfield, so they'll have some room to operate.
We have 50-50 tickets on sale. Sue is down there walking in front. If you'd like a 50-50 ticket, just holler for Sue.
Have a little bit of confusion down there as to where everyone's supposed to go. Regal in motion. Handoff goes to Skelton.
Skelton, the ball carrier.
He's really driving, pumping those legs through there. He picks up about 6 yards.
I think Jelinek called an audible as he got to the line. He saw something that he didn't like, so he called an audible, and that caused the Lansing defense to jump around.
On the field.
And they were trying to confuse him, too.
Scott Van Eesen, number 51, comes into the game. And number 83, that's Ron Warner, comes out and takes a rest.
Ball on the 48, second and 3 for the Mariners.
And Jelinek back to pass. Gets it off and complete to Regal. And he's going to be brought down by number 0 and number 2.
Jelinek's pass.
Now, L.C. Benson, number 2. Number 2.
Ball is
and
placed
number
down
2
on the
is Joe
27-yard line where it's first and 10 Mariners.
So a nice pickup from Jelinek to Regal. And the Mariners again are moving. They had problems earlier, but I think they've made some adjustments, and they're solving this defense in pretty good shape right now.
Fumble on the play.
And the Crusaders signal that they have it.
No.
And that's it. The Crusaders
Costello
take
recovering
over.
that fumble for the
So it seems like every time that the Crusaders goof up and the Mariners think they're going to, hey, we're going to punch it in, then they goof up.
Shane, that happened late in that ballgame that we mentioned earlier in the broadcast at Spring Lake, the benefit game. The Mariners basically beat themselves in the second half, and that's exactly what happened there. They were moving the football. They had some momentum going in their favor, and they coughed it up, and now you turn it right back over to your opponent. You don't want to do that too many times.
Mark McCardle and Smith are the wide receivers. Jackson takes the pitch. Flags are on the play.
Eric Jackson, the ball carrier. We do have a flag on the play.
Penalty seems to be against the Crusaders.
At least based upon the applause on the sidelines from the Mariner players that are down there, it certainly would indicate that, yes. And I think it is, as they are talking to number 52 for Tri-City.
Yeah,
15-yard penalty. Must have been a personal foul.
15-yard
Some kind of a major infraction, no doubt about that.
Crackback block.
Flipping is the call.
if Tri-City could force them to cough it up right here, that would be a big opportunity for them as we're heading into the final 3-4 minutes of this first half.
Kubiak dumps it off to Jackson, and he outruns one there and cuts the sidelines and is pushed out of bounds by number 43. That's Mike Schrager.
Jackson, the ball carrier, run out of bounds by Kokomo. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Ball on the 26.
Second down and 10.
Second and 10.
I think Lansing's probably thinking that if we get some points here, that's good. But if we don't get some points, as long as we don't give Tri-City a chance here as the clock runs down.
Kubiak going back to pass. Pumps it once, pumps it twice, and comes across the middle, intended for Smith. Incomplete.
Yeah, he went high in the air, but he's not that tall. He's not Manute Bol.
Intended for Smith, ruled incomplete.
No, Smith made a good try for it.
Yeah.
Kubiak with a lot of composure out there. He faked once, faked twice, as you mentioned, before he finally let go.
Well, one difference between these offensive squads is that Kubiak has time to throw, and the Mariner team just does not have time to set up. And Kubiak once again with plenty of time. Now pressure coming in.
Fans are screaming for intentional grounding, but I don't think the referee's going to give it to him. I thought it was close, because it looked to me like he just basically threw the ball to get out of the grasp of the defensive rush.
Number 88, Randy Cole, had his arms and was just bringing him down, and Kubiak dumped it off. And if I'd have been a referee, I would have called that.
Ball is placed down on the 26-yard
Let me get you a striped shirt.
Kirchmer and punt formation.
Well, it's fourth down anyway. And
Skelton and Regal deep for the Mariners.
Back to about the 31-yard line, 30-yard line. Kirchmer, he's got some really good hang time on that, but he doesn't get it really on that.
Not much yardage on that one.
Takes a Crusader roll and is down at midfield.
Where it's Mariners ball, first and 10.
So the Mariners are keeping these Crusaders down there, which is
3
good. They're
minutes
starting to
and
contain them a little
13
better,
seconds remaining in the first half.
Could be a key because the Mariners are a second-half team.
Yeah, we made reference to that missed extra point, the 2 missed extra points now for Lansing, and they definitely could be a factor before this one's over.
Well, the Mariners have only managed 3 points, but things always change.
I think Coach Fonte's thinking that if he can stay close, they might have a shot.
Kokomo ran into his own player, I do believe, and didn't get anywhere.
Kokomo the ball carrier.
Lost about a yard. Second down and 11.
Bancroft making the stop.
Yeah,
Ball is placed down on the 50-yard line, or lead second and 10 for the Mariners.
The score at Buccaneer Stadium. We're in Grand Haven, and the Mariners are hosting the Lansing Crusaders. Pressure's coming in on Jelovec, and he completes it. Dumps it off to Skelton. He breaks
Jelovec to Skelton, and Skelton down to the 42-yard line.
Desperation attempt by Jelovec, and Skelton picks up about 8 yards.
Ball placed down on the 41.
That almost looked like a shovel pass.
Yeah, it was kind of pushed off.
Jelovec showing a lot of composure, and he calls timeout.
We have a timeout.
About a minute 50 left in the first half. Mariners trailing at 12-3.
All proceeds from tonight's game will go to the Casey Lemieux Cancer Fund. And as play resumes, Jelovec still at quarterback. Pressure's coming in, and he's going to be sacked for the second time. And he's back for about a 7-yard loss, and will make it fourth down and 10.
Tackled by Binkowski.
Away.
Ball is now on the 49-yard line.
Well, they're obviously going to try to kick it deep and hope that they can pin Lansing and maybe even force a mistake.
Well, they have 1:20, and if they don't force a mistake, the Mariner defense, they're a pretty strong defensive squad, and the defensive line, big front line, coached by Bruce Gordon, they can hold it for that minute, 11 seconds that's left. That is left on the clock.
The Mariners have played very well here in the second quarter, as you made reference to earlier, the fact that we had a 12-3 ball game in the first quarter, and you and I were commenting that we felt that it was going to be probably another high-scoring game in the Michigan Charity Football League, but it's been a defensive struggle here in the second half, and I think both teams have gained a lot of respect for each other.
Sort of a plus for both teams, really.
Yeah, that kind of balances out. But I know Coach Fonte works very hard on conditioning with his Mariner team, and they are not a ball club that is out of gas in the fourth quarter. At least I've never seen them be out of gas.
Never. Number 84, Albright, set to punt. He gets it off, and down there, taken by number 8. First Mariner misses. He's making a run back. Flags are on the play, and he brought down by Dave Clark.
11 good.
We've got 2 flags, Shane, and
running the ball back. Clark making the stop.
I can hazard a guess what it could be, but I'm not going to say for sure. It could be a clip.
Well, the most you could be was wrong.
I got a 50-50 chance. What the heck?
Referee's talking to Bob Zudemo, number 52, and the Crusaders are backing all the way back up to that first flag. So I would gather it would be against the Crusaders.
Well, we're still waiting for the official signal.
Yeah, but that's really bringing them back there, all the way down to the 6-yard line. Clipping. Right, very good.
Against the Crusaders. Half the distance.
I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye, but I wasn't sure.
Well, keep the ball on the 6-yard line.
And Kirk Lavengood, who was running at about the 45-yard line.
First and 10, Crusaders.
Him out. And Paul, your eyesight is very good. And off goes up there, and number 66 is in there on the tackle for the Mariners. I'll give you his name.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
Steve Stenberg, number 66.
Stenberg.
Timeout on the field. 51 seconds left to go in the first half. Pass was hurried off to number 9.
Pass intended for McCardle, ruled incomplete.
Hit him in the chest and then bounced out. Didn't look like he was quite ready for it.
I think the Mariners are trying to preserve some time on that clock. If we could force Lansing into a 4th down situation, a possible punt, a possible run back. Even if they punt and they don't get a chance to run it back, they still might have enough time to maybe set up for a field goal. So a lot of things can happen here in the last 40 seconds.
Well, if they do like you say, the 3 points would put them, within 6. And Kubiak fires. He's got him. Oh, man, wide open. Kevin Holmes went right through his arms. And a little extracurricular activity down there.
Kubiak's pass. Intended for Humes, incomplete.
Yeah, it's a wonder the ref didn't throw the flag right there, but I think they were looking the other way. The fans saw it, we saw it, the Mariner bench saw it, but the ref didn't see it, and that's the guy that counts.
These referees have a lot on their minds. I think they're doing a pretty good job.
I think they are, too.
Skelton deep for the Mariners. Kirchmer in punt formation for the Crusaders.
I think Skelton's the only one standing back there. He's about on the 49-yard line. Pressure's coming in, and it's a high towering kick. Fair catch called, and taking it.
And a free catch by Skelton on the 46-yard line. where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mariners.
Excuse me, it's about the 47-yard line. I'm a little confused.
So 15 seconds off the clock, still enough time for the Mariners to do something. Now it's going to be interesting to see whether Coach Fonte will just be conservative and just try to drive it down the field, maybe get close for a field goal, or if perhaps he might go for the home run ball, maybe to Reams or to Albright.
Well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Coach Fonte is, sometimes he just feels like, hey, I'm going to go for the gusto. Sometimes he plays conservative. And pass is completed out of bounds.
Gallivac's pass. Complete to Albright.
Nice sideline pattern.
Very nice. Picked up 11 yards.
Ball on the
Lansing player taking up
35-yard line.
Got
timeout on the
number
field.
88 is down there looking his teammate over. He's rolling around a little bit down there. He might have a cramp or something.
Ball on the 35.
Gillivec, that pass. It's incomplete. Intended for Albright.
Gallivac's pass intended for Albright ruled incomplete.
These two teams have played very aggressive. You hear a lot of shouting and a lot of hitting and tempers flaring. It's a heated up game.
These are definitely two of the best in the Michigan Charity Football League, and I think Tri-City would like to let Lansing know that we know you guys are champs, but we're also a pretty good football team.
16 seconds to remain in the first half.
Now, Gallivac's obviously going to try to get a pass down the middle, I would guess. Maybe out of bounds on the sidelines to give enough time to get the field goal kicker in there.
Well, I don't know if they have any timeouts left. Pass is completed to Skelton. He's going to run it out of bounds to stop the clock.
Gallivac's pass complete to Skelton. We do have a flag on the play.
There's a flag. Looks like a holding. Holding number 54 down there clapping for the Mariners. Mike Hornak, which would signal that the penalty is against the Crusaders.
Yeah, that could make that field goal a little bit shorter if it is against Lansing. And the indications are, since Gallivec obviously is being talked to by the official.
Well, Suchucky tried to boot that 40-yarder a little earlier and came up a little bit short. And this, I think, would help him out a great deal.
How many seconds?
We get the ball resting on about the 24-yard line. You get the 10 yards for the end zone. That's 34 plus 6 from where the ball is placed.
Defensive holding against the Crusaders declined by the Mariners. First down, Mariners.
Penalty is declined.
Ball on the 24.
And the 24-yard line is where Suchucky tried to kick that one before and came up a little bit short. And looks like they're going to go for another play here. Gillivec drops back to pass. It's completed. No, incomplete. His feet are out of bounds.
Gallivac's pass.
But there's
Albright ruled caught out of bounds.
And Suchucky. Tony Suchucky, number 57, is out there on the field. And Rich Suchucky is coming off. Looks like Tony may have the stronger leg.
Tony's going to spot that ball on about the 30. And
as
you mentioned, about a 40-yarder again.
It's quick. It's going to be no good.
He had the distance, but it hooked to the left.
So there's 1 second left to go in the first half. 12-3 is our score. We're at Buccaneer Stadium in Grand Haven.
Where are they going to put the ball? On the 20?
Oh, he moved. Well, we may see...
ball is being placed down on the 23-yard line where it's Crusaders ball, 1st and 10.
Yeah, I think with 1 second, it'll probably be a Hail Mary.
Remaining in the first half.
And he's got some guys down there that got some speed. They've already shown that. Smith, McCardle, and Humes are three guys that definitely going to be worth watching. Got number 88 splitting here to the right side. And I'm sure it's going to be a pass. It is.
Yeah. Kubiak plenty of time. He gets it off, and it's going to be intercepted.
Intercepted by...
But no matter that's the end of the first half.
Just
12-3 is the score as the team.
And that is the end of the first half.
We're at Buccaneer Stadium.
And we'll take a little break here as we, with the crowd, watch the Mariner cheerleaders halftime entertainment. Thank you, girls. Now let's rejoin second half action.
Skelton deep for the Mariners.
Just getting underway in the second half. And the Mariners take the ball. Number 22, Mike Skelton, run his way, breaking the home field, breaking more tackles, still on his feet.
Skelton running the ball back to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Mariners.
Well, Shane, that's the way to start off the second half. Nice effort by Mike Skelton. He fired up his teammates and really fired up the crowd on that one.
Yeah, that was really some kind of run back. You noticed number 76, Mark Austin down there. I don't know where, how it happened. I just noticed that his helmet was flying right off his head.
Against the Crusaders, declined by the Mariners.
Did we ever find out who that injured Lansing player was?
No, we didn't, but I got a phone call during halftime, and they were asking for Dr. Pierce. I guess one of them might have a broken rib. Maybe that's why he couldn't walk that well when he was getting out the field.
So that young man obviously will be going into the hospital for further treatment, and we hope he does well and gets a chance to go home with his teammates.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10, Mariners.
We said that was Dwayne Ferris, number 59, but we really couldn't be sure on that because we really couldn't see the number. We got Regal and Albright as the wide receivers. Handoff goes to Kokoma. He breaks an open field and picks up
the ball carrier. 11 good, making the stop.
The Mariners are exploding thus far.
I was just going to comment, either Coach Boyd
County
really yelled at his team in the
Mariners.
first half, or they made some adjustments. I think they made some adjustments here in the second half. They're running a lot better than they did in the first half.
Yeah, I think you're right. No, Coach Fonte isn't really, he's not a yeller. He just gets his point across. And he does it rather well, as you can see. And Regal in motion. Flies on the play, and Skelton brings it up the middle. Still on his
flag on the play.
About another step and Skelton would have been gone because he was well into the secondary of Lansing and still rolling.
And penalty will be
offside,
and it will be declined.
The Crusaders declined by the Mariners. Ball on the 25, first and 10, Mariners.
25-yard line for the Tri-City Mariners. And number 7, Mark Jellinek at quarterback.
Jellinek done a nice job since he came in for Sabo.
Well, he came in and he started a little bit slow, but he got warmed up and he's progressed. Regal in motion. Handoff goes to Kokoma. He barrels.
Kokoma the ball carrier.
Picks up about 5 yards.
Jody Davis making the initial hit. Ball placed down on the 20-yard line where it's 2nd and 5, Mariners.
Mariners doing a nice job of mixing up their plays here in the third quarter. And it looks like it might be an unnecessary roughness as there was some extracurricular activity definitely after the whistle.
Skelton a little bit slow in getting. Skelton's hurt. That could be a big trouble for the Mariners.
That could be a big blow. Skelton's been running very, very well here this evening, and especially here in the third quarter.
Well, I really hope nothing's wrong with Mike.
A lot of concern right now on the faces of the Tri-City Mariners along the sideline. You can see everybody kind of staring out there, hoping and praying that Mike Skelton is not hurt seriously. But that does not look good.
Looks like he's breathing pretty hard down there.
Well, they're keeping the doctor busy tonight, aren't they?
Yeah, well, Dr. Chris had to go to the hospital for medical.
I think what they were looking for was some ice to get that swelling down.
Yeah, that could be really big trouble for the Mariners.
He's limping, but I think we might see him back, Shane.
Well, let's just hope that he's not hurt bad. And we got Zudema, number 52, coming in. Get some information on Mr. Bob Zudema. He's a linebacker, and that's all I have. I don't have his height or weight or nothing, or where he's from.
Well, as we mentioned on a couple of occasions, most of the Mariners are from the area high schools.
Offsides against the Crusaders.
It'll be first down and goal to go from about the 7-yard
foul
line.
against the Crusaders.
Personal foul with the penalty against Lansing.
Ball is on the 7.
Handoff goes to Kokoma, who's stacked up.
Kokoma the ball carrier.
Pick up about 1.5.
Shane, the big thing you want to guard against now is not to fumble the football. You're obviously gaining some momentum here. You're trying to score a touchdown that would put you right back in the thick of the competition.
Ball is placed down on the 5-yard line where it's 2nd down and goal to go for the Mariners.
Last time they were down at the 9-yard, got pushed all the way back and couldn't even get a field goal out of it.
Right, they had to settle for a field goal try that was short.
I think their philosophy now is punch it in, drive, just keep pumping. We got 68 by Bill Cormier. Quarterback keeper, and quarterback goes in, touchdown,
Mariners!
It was all set up by the running of Mike Skelton. He, of course, got it going with a nice kickoff return to start the half. They kept the momentum going, and now they're putting the pressure on the champ.
Crusaders 12, Mariners 9.
Suchucky out
the
there.
point after try, Jellinek holding.
He gets it up and puts it through, and they climb within 2.
And the kick is good.
12 to 10.
We're going out. Crusaders 12, Mariners 10.
The crowd is getting up on their feet. Coach Bonte is down on the sideline pumping his team up, saying, rally, rally. We do have a couple dead ball flags down on the field. Shane, the thing is, with a nice home crowd like this, you obviously would like to pull off the upset. This would really be great. The Lansing Crusaders haven't lost since 1982. That song comes from 1986. That'd be some kind of an upset. They continue to work on Mike Skelton. It looks like the lower leg around the ankle, like there might have been a twist or something. Putting his shoe back on, so that is a good sign. And once again, I'll make a prediction that he will be back. Now they're taping it up right now. I think he wants to get back in there, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think he wants to get back to that preseason loss.
The Crusaders.
Penalty is a big one. The official is marching it off all the way to the 30-yard line. Onside kick,
Ball is being placed down on the 30-yard line.
One thing you have to say about Lansing is that they've been guilty of a lot of things that they shouldn't be doing, and it's really cost them, and it's really starting to cost them here in the second half.
Yeah, they don't want to have the lead throughout the whole game, and the Mariners are closing in. They are going to kick it from the 30-yard line, and there's
this is very unusual to see this kind of a walk-off prior to the kickoff, and to be kicking from the other guy's 30.
That is very abnormal. Oh, that's a 30-yard penalty.
Suchecki doing the kicking for the Mariners.
Kick it into the end zone for a touchback. So let's see if that offense got the defense pumped up, and we'll see if we can stop the Lansing Crusaders.
Ball on the 20, first and 10, Crusaders.
They did show in the first half that they're a very explosive football team, so the Mariners have got to be very, very careful.
And the running back goes virtually nowhere. Picked up about a yard.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
Second down and 9.
Robert Zudema making the stop.
Number 52, Zudema, making the tackle for the Mariners.
Ball is on the 21-yard line. We're at a second and 9.
Kubiak back to pass. His pressure's coming. He's going to be sacked. Flags are on the play.
Zudema was sacked.
Making the tackle on the quarterback.
But there was some
We do have a flag on the play.
mix-up, I believe, between, it looks like Reams, number 10, and 87 Humes. So hold it, folks. Let's see what happens here.
There are 2 flags down on the field, Paul, but we'll let the referees unravel the mess. And looks like it's going to be marched off against the Mariners. 10-yard penalty. Possibly face mask.
15-yard penalty assessed against the Mariners for defensive holding.
Holding
Ball is brought out to the 30-yard line.
will be first down and 10 for
Automatic first
the
down.
Lansing Crusaders.
Ball on the 30, first and 10.
So just when they thought they had Lansing stuffed, a penalty puts the Crusaders in excellent field position.
Kubiak goes back to pass, flags immediately on the play. He has plenty of time, and it's going to be completed to Kevin Humes. Flag on the play. I think that's going to be a face masking to
We
Humes.
do have a flag on the play.
There are 2 flags on the field. One came immediately after Kubiak started. Now there's a little scuffle down there between, looks like 42, that's Paul Knight, and number 10, Gary Reams.
I'll tell you, for a quarterback, Reams is a really spirited guy out there on defense.
Yeah, he's a tall, slender guy. I think Humes, the reason that happened was the man that was tackling Humes, Humes stuck out a stiff arm and caught him in the face mask.
Either that or Reams pulled him down by the face mask. Let's see what happens here.
The official looks like he's about ready to mark it off.
Got offsetting penalties. Ball goes back to the original line of scrimmage.
That negated a
illegal motion against the Crusaders. Face mask against the Mariners. The play will go over.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained, like they say.
Nobody was hurt. A little bit of a scuffle, tempers flared. But we have a first down and 10 for Lansing.
Ball on the 30, first
I guess
and 10.
it's not all bad when you can get the other guy guilty of something, too, while you're committing a foul.
Well, the only thing lost was the amount of time on the clock. And you never know, that could prove to be a factor. Kubiak back to pass. He gets it off, and let's see what the ruling is.
Kubiak
The pass is completed to Humes.
Ball is placed down on the 40-yard line.
Stop for the Mariners.
Humes, a young man who played his high school football in the Lansing area at Ferry Hill School. Lanky receiver. He's been open on several occasions and caught the first touchdown pass for the Crusaders here this evening.
First down, Crusaders.
You can see why the Lansing Crusaders are they're the team to beat. They have the wide receiver, they have the quarterback, they have a running game, and they're a tough team. And the Mariners are using everything they can to keep it in and hopefully pull out the win.
Well, I think, like you said in the first half, the factor that the Mariners' defense has been on the field a lot is something that could work against Tri-City later in the ball game.
Nobody was anywhere on that one. Loss of about a yard.
Bell making the initial hit on that play.
Eric Jackson was the ball carrier for Lansing.
Kenny Bell, number 99, made the stop.
Ball is placed down on the 40-yard line. Will be second and 10 for the Crusaders.
Kubiak dropping back, gets it off. It's completed to number 9, and Mariners are in the chase. And number 10, Gary Reeves lunges and after a big pickup.
Yeah, there's another one of those guys that has been open a lot here this evening, McCardle.
We've
seen him involved in a lot of pass patterns with Kubiak, and he was wide open on that one.
The 20-yard line, or it'll be first and 10.
There's about 6 Mariners chasing
for the
him.
Crusaders.
And Reeves lunged ahead and made the stop.
And Skelton is up and walking a lot better than he was.
Ball on the 20, first and 10, Crusaders.
And Kubiak dropping back to pass again. He gets it off, and it's going to be completed. And looks like Tim the first.
Kubiak's pass complete to McCardle.
So this game is starting to develop very much like the first time these two teams met an exhibition play. Lansing getting the big lead early. Mariners fighting back, but Lansing looking to go ahead again.
For the Crusaders.
Well, the Lansing Crusaders had it down there once before, and it was picked off. And maybe the Mariners can turn another play like that.
Well, if I was the Lansing coach, I wouldn't throw the ball here. I would run it in. I think they've got the running game to put it across.
Now they have Jackson, and the Mariners linebackers are very persistent. And that's exactly what they did. They ran right through the holes.
Jackson the ball carrier, and it's touchdown, Crusaders.
So here we go again.
The score now,
Very much
Crusaders
like that first time
18.
these two teams met.
Mariners 10.
Now the Mariners are going to have to respond to this. It's like a prize fight, you know. It's what guy gets up against the ropes. You know, you got to fight back. Now the Mariners got to fight back. They can hope for a missed extra point again. That would be nice.
The Crusaders just called a timeout. It's 18-10, and thus far, number 3, that's Tim Kirchner, the kicker of the Crusaders, has not capitalized on any of his kicks.
No, he's got a strong leg, but he's been a little bit on the wild side here this evening. As you mentioned, the last time he tried the extra point, he probably only got a portion of the ball as he kind of shanked it off to the left. The first time he tried the extra point, he hit it solid, but he hooked it left.
Yeah, so hooking to the left seems to be Kirchner's problem.
We'll see if he makes an adjustment to counter that, maybe moving a little bit to the right to make up for that.
Well, I think maybe they might go for the 2-point conversion because I just saw Kirchner trying off the field.
Yeah, that would put Lansing up by 10 if they up by 10 if they get it.
Crusaders will try for 2.
The quarterback keeper, no, pitch out, and the point is good.
It's Jackson once again, the same individual that scored the touchdown. He
and the score now, Crusaders 20, Mariners 10.
20-10 is our score at Buccaneer Stadium in Grand Haven with 5:47 left to go in the third quarter. And it'll be Mariner ball.
So that takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the Mariners, if I could say that. I know it was a terrible pun, but
If the Mariners can get that momentum they had when they tried it out here to start the second half, they'll cruise right down and score again.
we'll watch this first series after the injury, whether Skelton is back in that backfield.
Yeah, he's dropping beat. We're getting a little tongue-tied tonight. He's dropping deep at about the goal line. And Kokoma and LaFerskier are back there with him.
We have a $880 total income for this game. $450 goes to Casey, $180 to the 50-50 winner, and of course $250 rent to Grand Haven High School.
Good kick taken by Skelton. He cuts back and gets about to the 23-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10, Tri-City Mariners.
Well, I predicted Skelton would be back.
Bill,
he is
making
back.
a stop for
He
the
looked pretty good on
Crusaders.
that one, too. So apparently the injury problem that he had earlier has been remedied, at least for now.
Ball is placed
Well, he
down
was
on
running
the
back that kick,
23-yard line. It'll be
and
first
the
and
hole
10.
he chose
Mariners.
to get through closed up on him just before he got there. Now we got Regal and Albright as the wide receivers. Kokoma and Skelton in the backfield. Quarterback is Jelinek. Handoff goes to Kokoma.
Kokoma the ball carrier.
He's brought down by number 72, Lem Franks.
The Mariner line doing a nice job of opening up some holes here in the second
Lem
half.
Franks making the tackle.
They want to keep that momentum going. They have a second down and 2 after that pickup of 8.
Ball is on the 32-yard line. We have second and 2.
Jelinek hands off to Skelton.
Skelton the ball carrier.
Gets back to about the line of scrimmage, and that's all. A pickup of about a yard. It'll be a third down and 1.
Ball is on the 34-yard
An
line.
official timeout as they
We
bring the
will have
chains
an
out to
official
measure.
measurement on the play.
Tri-City with 2 consecutive victories coming into this contest after losing their opener. And of course, Lansing, I believe, undefeated. Am I correct?
I do believe so. Well, of course, they haven't lost since 1982.
Should have figured that out easily, shouldn't we?
Yes. Well, the only team that Tri-City Mariners have lost to this year was the Bath Cardinals, and they lost that in a rainy, messy game, and they lost it by a touchdown and the extra point.
Since then, they've beaten Chippewa and they've beaten Battle Creek.
4th and inches for the Mariners.
And the Braves is a tough team.
Were they?
Battle Creek was somebody to be reckoned with. But he's 3rd down and inches. Handoff goes to Kokoma. I don't know whether he made it or not. Didn't look like it. Be very close.
Radishaw making the stop. And it's
he did. First down, Tri-City.
Well, the Lansing players were disputing the measurement a little bit, but I don't think there was any dispute in the referee's mind.
Well, the referees gave Kokoma's forward motion, forward progress, and that's what got him his first down. We have 4 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter, 20-10 at Buccaneer Stadium in Grand Haven, and the Lansing Crusaders have the lead. The Mariners have the ball. First down and 10 from their 35-yard line. And Gillibrand goes back to pass, gets it off, and it is incomplete. Pass intended for Regal, and number 21, Monty Griffin, broke it up. Got a hand on it. Otherwise, it'd have been right, perfect, laid in the palms of Larry Regal's hand.
Broken up by Toast.
Yeah, nice effort by Griffin on that play, and one of the other Lansing players also involved as they double-teamed Regal.
Well, there was another receiver in the vicinity.
I think that was Albright.
Regal in motion. Handoff goes to Skelton, and he's running up about 6 yards, 7 yards.
Carries to the 42-yard line. Tucker making the stop.
Well, I'm rather surprised that Sabo can't come back since he was injured.
It's pretty tough to go against the decision that Monty made, sticking with Jalovic. Jalovic's been running the ball club real nice.
He was sick last week, and I do believe that's why Sabo started, and he proved to be a good quarterback. So quick pass to
Jalovic's pass.
No, it's incomplete. It was complete, but
out of
it was out of bounds.
Yeah, I think his momentum carried Albright beyond the sideline stripe, and so it is ruled an incomplete pass.
Well, so the punting unit comes out on the field for the Mariners.
Ball on the 42.
Personally, I'd like to
Albright
see
a
fake punt.
Yeah, that would kind of cross up Lansing a little bit. We'll see what happens here.
For the Crusaders.
And no. Albright taken by Smith.
Don't let him get on the open.
He does have some lightning speed back.
Smith runs the kickoff back to the 38-yard line. Where it will be Crusaders ball, 1st and 10.
So Crusaders have excellent field position at their own 38-yard line. 2:46 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 20-10 is our score. McCardle and Humes, excuse me, are the wide receivers. And off goes to, I believe that was
Kenny Bell.
Kenny Bell got in there and ripped him down for a big loss.
Making the tackle on Jackson.
2nd down and about 14.
Yeah, Kubiak tried to cross up the Mariners defense. It looked like a passing situation originally, and then all of a sudden at the last minute he disguised that and went with a draw.
And Kenny Bell happened to be there. Kubiak dropping back, gets it off, and it's going to be completed.
Give a check pass complete.
Big collision down
to
there.
McCardle. Zudema making the initial hit.
Kubiak, a young man, it's got it all going for him. He's got excellent size for a quarterback.
And his
6'4",
first down
220 pounds.
For the Crusaders.
Probably a few pro teams that would like to have quarterbacks that big.
Ball on the 47.
And Kubiak went to Mount Clemens in Clintondale.
And Olivet College.
I saw Olivet play one time, and when I was a youngster playing in my Pee Wee League, it was really something for me. Kubiak fires, long bomb, and it's going to be, oh, almost completed in the mishand. Number 10, Gary Reams got a hand on it. That was some arm.
Yeah, Kubiak must have thrown that one at least 50 yards, I would say, roughly.
Lafirski in there to break that pass play up.
Olivet, of course, getting back to that for a moment, competes in the MIAA with Hope and Kalamazoo. And
ball on the 47, second and 10 for the Crusaders.
Hope and Olivet, and that was
that's a traditional rivalry. Been so for many, many years.
a very good game. And Kubiak dropping back again. He gets it off to Jackson. He runs out of bounds. Picked up about
Kubiak
7
pass
yards.
complete to Jackson. Jackson run out of bounds by Robert Zudema. Ball is placed on the 40-yard line.
Lansing down at Lansing roster, you can see that a lot of these Lansing players have played on the major college level. Ben McCall, for instance, is a name that might ring a bell with some of our viewers this evening. A young man who was running back for the Purdue Boilermakers of the Big Ten.
Smith pulls down another one.
Pass complete to Smith.
Austin, Zudema, and Reams on the stop.
McCardle is a man who played for Central Michigan of the Mid-American Conference. Our friend, Mr. Kirchner, the kicker, played for Kentucky.
1-yard line where it's first and 10. Crusaders.
I was living down in Kentucky for about 7 months, and I just got back about 3 weeks ago. And they're a traditional basketball state, but they have some really good football players that come out of there. Kubiak pumps and gets it.
Kubiak's pass
Near his
Bozo.
Near his receiver, Bozo, broken up by
Reams and Lafirski. Ball is placed down on the 31-yard line, or it'll be second and 10.
We're closing in on the end of the third quarter. This would be a big lift if the Mariners can stop this drive right here and get that ball going into the fourth quarter.
They really need to stop these Crusaders. They're driving, and they drive hard. Kubiak. Pass is completed, and
Kubiak's pass complete to McCardle.
McCardle steps out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal for the Lansing Crusaders.
Olivet, Central Michigan on that particular instance. McCardle played for CMU.
On the 6-yard line,
mentioned a few minutes ago, Kubiak played for Olivet.
Tim Kirchner, he talked about a kicker earlier from Kentucky. I do believe he was maybe for Ohio at one time.
Went to high school at Dayton Alter High School in Ohio, yes.
And Jackson coming around the end, and no, he's going to get in untouched.
Oh, he's quick. He put some moves on the Mariner players as
the
he
ball
went into the
carrier,
end zone.
and it's touchdown, Crusaders. And the
Looks like
now,
Tim Lafirski and Tom Kramer were the only two Mariners that could touch him, and there was a Crusader that got down in front of him and tripped them both up.
And the Mariners have got to regroup and get back into this one quick.
It's 26-10, and we got 58 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Now they're going to go for the two-point conversion again to make it 28-10 if they make it. Kubiak passes completed.
And the try for extra point is Kubiak
Mark
to Bozo for 2 points.
Goes up 28-10. And the Mariners are in big trouble, behind by 18.
Yeah, they're going to have to have 3
and
touchdowns
now,
just to tie
Crusaders
it.
28, Mariners 10.
We're getting to that point in the ball game where the lights are required.
Skelton deep for the Mariners.
And the kick will be taken by Lefersky, Jeff Lefersky. He breaks up the middle and trips over his own player.
Jeff Lefersky running that kickoff back
like
to
he
the
tripped over number 31,
line.
Troy Carter.
Where it'll be 1st and 10 Mariners.
47 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. You're down 28-10. What do you do, fans?
That'd be a biggie.
Obviously, you try to put one on the board. No, I think what they want to do is establish something here into the 4th quarter.
Well, I know. I think they're going to start pulling out all the stops, try a few trick plays, see what they can get out of them. Go there back to pass. It's intended for Regal.
Galvax pass.
I tell you, they have some late hits out
Intended for Regal, rolled incomplete.
Regal was standing there, and looks like number 51,
Ball goes back
Myron
to the
Tucker, came over and gave
six-yard
it a
line.
shot.
It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Mariners.
You know, something.
I never played football, but a defensive player once told me that they just love to hit. And any opportunity they get to hit somebody, they're going to do it. And I guess that just keeps your intensity up.
Yeah, it could be.
That looks like
Flags on the
offside.
play.
But now
He looks a lot bigger than that coming over
he
that.
does. He does.
Handoff goes to Misko.
Let's call the ball carrier.
He picks up about 2 yards.
Tucker making the tackle.
3rd down and 2 yards.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Clock ticking down to
3rd
10
and
seconds
2.
in the 3rd quarter.
And that is the end of the
third quarter. 28-10 is the score at Buccaneer Stadium in Grand Haven, and the Lansing Crusaders are on top.
Started with the 4th quarter. The lady in the light blue out there is our financial secretary. That's Sue Surabel. She's going to present Casey Lemieux and her mother and father the $450 that we raised tonight for her, and some of the players are going to gather around her, hopefully, and shake her hand. We all certainly wish her well.
Yeah, Casey Lemieux down there on the sidelines. All proceeds from tonight's game go to fight cancer and the Casey Lemieux Cancer Fund.
What does that do?
The quarterback sneak up there, and Jelinek went nowhere.
Worthwhile efforts on the part of all the players in this Michigan Charity Football League. I applaud their efforts.
Yes, all proceeds from all games, the Lansing games, the Chippewa games, and Mariner games, all proceeds go to worthwhile charities. Taken by Kevin Humes. Comes around the end and pushed out of bounds. 76 Mark Austin in there on the stop.
Well, Shane, obviously, the Mariners cannot give up another touchdown. They've got to really buckle their belts and strap on their helmets and really go to it defensively now.
They're 18 points behind. They have just over 11 minutes to climb back. And
it's not impossible.
If the Crusaders score, it's going to be very tough. I mean, it's going to be hard.
Even a field goal would make it tough.
Ball on the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Crusaders.
Handout, or pitch out goes to 34, Eric. He's still cutting all around, and I cannot believe the boy cuts all the way around the field. There are flags on the play.
Eric Jackson, the ball carrier. We do have flags back here on the 45-yard line.
Running back.
Jackson, a young man who played his football at Northwood Institute and went to high school in Grand Ledge, which is near the Lansing area. 2 flags are down. Let's hope that it's against Lansing, and it might be. That would wipe out that beautiful run by Jackson.
And it looks like it is. All the Lansing players are coming back. So the flags look like they're going to negate that run. How long was that? That looked like about
I'd say that was a good 35, 40-yard run, yeah.
Against the Crusaders.
Holding, 10-yard penalty against Lansing.
10-yard penalty puts the ball on the 45-yard line.
That took up, by the way, about 13 seconds.
1st and 20.
I don't think Lansing cares at this point how many seconds tick off the clock, not with an 18-point lead.
All they want to do right now, I think, is run it down. But I don't know. They seem to want to score awfully bad.
Well, they want to score, too, but they want to keep that clock moving, no doubt about it.
Kevin Humes, flags on the play. Humes is going to be wrapped up after a gain of about 5.
Flag on the play.
I think the Mariners are trying to tackle the football to get it away from Lansing to perhaps set up a scoring opportunity, but Humes played it tough and hung on.
Illegal procedure is the call.
Illegal motion.
Will be declined.
Declined.
So it'll be 2nd down and 15.
Ball is on the 50-yard line. 2nd and
12-3 at the half. 28-10 now. So it's been 16-7 in favor of Lansing here in the second half.
Kubiak fires and it's incomplete, intended for Smith, number 7. Dan Smith.
Pass intended for Smith, ruled incomplete. Ball goes back to the 50-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 15 for the Crusaders.
We would like to encourage everyone to come out and see these Mariner football games out here in Grand Haven. Other home games will be played here this year. We have a pretty nice crowd here tonight. Those of you sitting at home would like to come out and all the money that is given to these NCFL teams goes to charities. And the pass is going to be intercepted by Tom Kramer, number 23. Smith coming up from behind.
Kramer intercepted by Tom Kramer.
Today that Kubiak has thrown. But
He's been intercepted twice, that's right.
Right, and was it Sable that threw that interception earlier?
I believe it was, yeah. So there's a big opportunity now for the Mariners. Definitely time remains for them to get back into this ball game, but they've got to do it one at a time. They can't look ahead too far.
And they have to capitalize.
Ball is on the 47-yard line.
Yeah, because I don't think Lansing will give them too many scoring opportunities.
Where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mariners.
This would be a big lift if they could get a touchdown off of this break.
Well, I'd like to see Albright go down for a nice long pass.
Yeah, we haven't heard much from him here in the latter stages of the game.
And there we go. It's Albright and completed, and Albright going down touchdown.
Boy, you talk about calling it, Shane, right on the money there. Albright was the man.
Mariners.
And Jalovec hit him on a beautiful pattern down the left sideline, and There's the big touchdown. It didn't waste much time. Now, do you go for 2 or do you go for 1?
Well, I think Coach Monte will go for the 1 point because it's almost, it's pretty much assured with the kicking roster that they have. They got both the Suchuckers, Tony and Rich, and they're both equally as good. They both have powerful legs. They're both accurate. I'd go for just a single pointer and just keep it tight.
Well, the big thing you got to make sure of is that you get that single point, because if you come away without the extra point,
they're going for 2 here.
Shows you how much we know.
Yeah, flags all over.
Flags on the play.
Motion. Now they may have to go with the single point. Somebody from the Mariners was a little bit upset. One of his teammates pulled him away before a flag was thrown, but the flags were thrown anyway, so let's see what this is all about.
The Mariners a little bit confused down there on the field, though, trying to make sure they have enough guys there, not too many.
And number 83 came to the sidelines, I think, to get some final comments, instructions from Coach Fonte.
83, Ron Warner.
Half the distance.
Came to the sidelines. I think one of his teammates.
It was against Lansing.
Offside.
Oh, that was
against the Crusaders.
And they're going to go for the 2. And Skelton goes in for 2 points. 18 to 28, they cut within 10. Very good choice on the part of Coach Fonte.
And I'm sure that makes Skelton feel pretty good,
and
too.
A flag, dead ball.
Dead ball foul, which means it'll be assessed on the kickoff.
Skelton looked like he was stopped right at the goal line, and boy, with those legs, he just powered right in.
Yeah, he's the kind of a runner that'll give you that second and third effort that you'd like to see in a running back, and that was the case there, the difference in making the 2 points or not getting the 2 points.
And the penalty was called
Dead
against
ball
the
foul
Crusaders.
against the Crusaders.
There's 9:54 left to go in the game. 28-18 is the score. I think maybe Lansing knew that
45-yard line.
Second half team, and they knew they had to shut them down, and really they have proved to be a second half team.
will do the kicking.
But Lansing has also proved that they're a team that
Dan
can score
Smith deep for the Crusaders.
Tell you what, if they could force another turnover, this game could become real interesting.
Well, I'm wondering whether they're going to try it onside at any given time. Tony Suchuk is going to kick. Taken by, I can't get the number there, but he is going to break loose. And he's finally forced out of bounds.
Looked like number 88, Bancroft.
Guy Bancroft.
Hamilton, the ball carrier, run out of bounds by
John Hamilton, 86.
Well, I had the first number right. It was an 8. I know that.
It gets confusing. You got a 6 and an 8, and on a jersey running down the field looks pretty much the same.
We're working independently of spotters.
Ball is placed down on the 40-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for the Crusaders.
Well, I was going to call it 88, but I want to make sure I knew first. Too bad. Back to pass. Kenny Bell comes in, but he gets it off, and Jackson is the ball carrier. Oh, he's hit. Lefersky, Jeff Lefersky pounded him. He picked up the first down, and he paid for it.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
It looked like a little delay over the middle. Jackson waited for the area to clear out. And Kubiak got the ball to him, and he took a heck of a hit from Lefersky.
44-yard line. It'll be first and 10.
Kenny Bell down there was putting the pressure on Kubiak, and he was standing back there when the Crusaders were about ready to huddle. He walked right through him.
Bell's doing an excellent job at that middle guard.
Oh, yeah.
And Kubiak about to pass. He gets it off, and it's going to be intercepted by Tim Lepersky. Pass intended for number 7, Dan Smith. And Lepersky, oh, it was so tough.
That man's been all over the field tonight. He just made the stop a minute ago.
No, that was Jeff Lepersky, and this was Tim Lepersky.
Okay. There is two of them. I was beginning to wonder there for a moment.
Well, 26 is Jeff Lepersky, and 25 is Tim Lepersky.
So there's a big break for the Mariners. Still time remaining, a little over 9 minutes. It's a 10-point ball game.
And they have a first down and 10 from their own 20. They have plenty of time. They just want to make sure they use it and use it right. 3 receivers, Kokoma, Albright, and Regal. 1 step back. Jelivet back to pass, pressure coming in, incomplete. And the pass looks like it was intended for Rick Suchak.
Jelivet's pass.
Of the tight end.
Intended for Suchak, he rolled incomplete.
I think Lansing's playing a little bit different defense here. When they break, it's to me like a little different setup than what they had in the first half.
Skelton doesn't get much off that run. Picked up about 2 yards.
Griffin making
Third down and 8.
Lansing will come out in a 4-3, and then they'll shift into a 5-2 sometimes.
23-yard line.
Right now, they're obviously dropping an extra man back in anticipation of the pass from Jelivet.
For the Mariners.
Number 29, Misko, comes out. He's been playing rather well in the past few games. Out of bounds at the third time on that same sideline that 84 Tim Albright has caught the pass, but has been out of bounds.
Tim did not argue, so apparently he was out of bounds. So there's one opportunity down to Tubes.
Well, they can get the punt off and maybe
Ball
stop
on
them
the
again.
23, 4th and 8 for the Mariners.
And there have been 6 turnovers in tonight's game. There have been 3 interceptions thrown by Kubiak, 1 by Sable,
Albright in
and a fumble by 18.
Here comes Smith.
And he's burning up the sidelines, makes him cut back, and he's gone! Touchdown! Lansing Crusaders.
No flags.
No flags on the field.
We have a flag on the
Wait a minute.
26-yard line.
We got one down here on about the 26-yard line.
And it may be against Lansing. Now hang on here, folks.
Boy, did Smith move out, though. He was cooking down those sidelines, just